study about the classification of elements. So on the basis of their properties, elements are divided into metals, non-metals and metalloids. We will first study about the metals. So metals are those elements which conduct electricity, or we can say that which are the good conductor of heat and electricity due to the free electrons present in them. So if we look upon the periodic table, group number 1 and 2 are the metals. Sodium, potassium, magnesium are all the metals except the first element, which is hydrogen, in the first group. So now the question is how the metals conduct electricity and how the free electrons are present in metals. Let us explain with an example. As we know that for the conduction of electricity, we have free electrons in metals. Suppose we have a piece of metal that have the atoms that are closely packed with each other, like no intermolecular spaces between them. As all atoms have nucleus in it, and each nucleus carry the positive charge, and around each atom in the orbital shell electrons revolve which carry the negative charge. Let us explain the phenomena of conduction with the example. Suppose we have two atoms closely packed with each other. As nucleus carry the positive charge, so it exerts force on the electrons of both atoms. So attractive forces are present between them. So as we know that attractive forces are present between the two, unlike charges, like between the positive and negative charge. So as the nucleus carry the positive charge and electrons carry the negative charge, so they attract to each other. So attractive forces are present between the nucleus and the electrons. But at the same time, repulsive forces are also present because like charges always repel to each other. So positive nucleus repel to each other and negative electrons repel to each other of the both atoms. So as a result of these forces, they cancel the effect of each other. Now the electrons are completely free and are available for the conduction of electricity. So that's why metals are the good conductor of heat and electricity. In the periodic table, about 80% of the elements are all metals. Next one is non-metals. It is a reverse of metals. They cannot conduct heat and electricity. For example, oxygen and nitrogen, they are present in the atmosphere. Their atoms are very far from each other, so no attraction and repulsion are present between them, so no free electrons are present between them. So that's why they cannot conduct heat and electricity due to the lack of free electrons. Last one is metalloid. So metalloids are those elements which possess the properties of both metals and non-metals. We can also say that metalloids are the semiconductors. For example, boron, silicon. Silicon is the best known example of a semiconductor.